ladies and gentlemen, we are at the City of McHenry Municipal building. It's got the police department, the main entrance, and the court. We're out here doing a First Amendment audit, see if they respect our right to record in public. This is civil unrest news, engaging in unrest civilly. Ooh, looks like that car took some damage. Authorized vehicles only.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Hi, sir.
All right. Checking out these cop cars. Entrance that way. Cop did great. Gee, sir.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Wow. It's a fairly large building. Has the public photography training been updated for Punta Gorda?
Hey man, can we talk to you for a second? Can you get off your phone, please?
Yeah, Lieutenant, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm being surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 police for exactly what we're talking about. So, I appreciate your time, and I will contact you later. All right, thanks, sir. All right. Yes, folks, how are we doing today?
Good, yourself?
Doing wonderful.
Can we help you?
No,
No?
no, sir.
Okay, is there a reason why you were back there in a restricted area?
Well, I checked, and it just said authorized vehicles only. I didn't see a sidewalk, and
Okay.
another officer came out and said hello, and
Okay.
that was it.
Is there a reason why you're taking pictures of our squad cars?
Just gathering information
Is there a reason?
For what purpose?
to disseminate to the public.
Exactly what though? I mean, you're taking pictures of our squad cars. What information is going to be in those photos that you want to disseminate? The public can see our squad cars.
Right.
We're driving them around all the time.
And can I get your name and badge numbers for the record, please?
I'm Officer Spahn, S-P-O-H-N, badge number 1076.
Yes, sir.
Plain and simple, that's restricted.
Can we get your name?
I'd rather not give that right now.
Alright, cool, buddy.
Hey, what's your name,
Do you have
sir?
any questions or anything for us?
What's your name, sir?
What's that? Do you have any other questions or anything?
Name and badge number.
That's fair.
And your badge number, sir? That's M. Fisher.
Yeah.
Badge number
1074.
1074. And yours, ma'am?
And carry 1123. Cool.
All right, great. Yeah, like I checked. I just saw authorized vehicles only. I didn't see anything about restricted.
For future reference, I'm going to verbally inform you that is a restricted area.
Absolutely.
So you can't be back there in the future.
Okay. Yeah.
Anywhere past what's under those cars are parked.
Yeah. When the cop came out, he said hello, and
We got called for a welfare check. It's fine.
Okay.
all right. Y'all have a great day.
Hey, you too. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping an eye on us.
Yes, sir.
First Amendment audit. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you keeping us safe.
Well, it's
Expressing your constitutional right. I love it.
yes, sir.
Great.
So can I have a conversation with you?
Sure.
You seem interested in it. I'm very
I love
interested in it.
Sure.
Why do you think it is that police officers get so antsy around cameras? Now I get, like, I didn't realize.
Well, I don't think that that's a fair thing that they get antsy around cameras. I think that you guys have to just like privacy. I mean, you wouldn't want me walking around your house videotaping and looking in your windows.
Yeah,
right?
but this is a publicly funded
Sure.
building. It's a public entity.
I understand that, and I'll be honest with you. I mean, walk around and video. I mean, people go back there and play their Pokemon. Like, who gives a crap? But
Right.
if you start looking into our window, into the cars and stuff, it kind of
Yeah.
makes people think, hey, what you know?
I mean,
looking to take something out of my car. I mean, that's kind of
Right. Ironically, I was actually sitting there on the phone with a lieutenant in Punta Gorda, Florida.
Oh yeah.
Because a couple of auditors got criminally trespassed from City Hall for doing this same thing. So I'm literally on the phone having a conversation with him on whether their photography training, public photography training, had been updated when you guys surrounded me.
There's public photography training. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like just the laws that concern public photography. Like in Illinois specifically, ACLU versus Alvarez ruled that, and it was specifically because people were getting arrested for eavesdropping on police conversations. Well, ACL versus Alvarez, 7th District Court, ruled that it's a constitutionally protected activity to go into public places to film our public servants in the course of their duties in public.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think cops get it. I mean, that is the way it is. I mean, that's the world, right? I mean, we don't have body cameras, but some departments do.
Oh, you guys don't have body cameras?
We do not.
No.
So,
But I mean, I just got surrounded by like
I know
6 officers.
Well, I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, you know, that's basically because there's 6 officers here, and when somebody wants something to do,
right?
You know, I just walked around this whole building. That's more energy than I want to spend for the day. So
Absolutely.
I don't see a big deal. I don't understand what this First Amendment audit purpose is. To be honest.
Well, if you want to know, it's I'm
because this is like the second or third time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm visiting the area, number one. So
where are you from?
Tennessee.
Oh, really?
So for me, it's
you intentionally came here.
Yeah.
I'd rather live in Tennessee.
Well, I got a girlfriend here, so
okay, all right, fair enough.
But for me specifically, it's just if you don't use your rights, you lose your rights.
Right, but what is videotaping like our police cars?
Well, that's to see how our public tax dollars are being spent.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
So, and that's why I come to like city halls and you know, so it's I'm not out trying to catch anybody doing anything.
Do you think our public tax dollars are being spent okay?
Yeah.
How are we doing?
I mean, this is a great building. This is actually
an old building. It needs a lot of work.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Because they've chosen, you know, the city's chosen to use their money for things other than new carpeting.
Right.
In order to put their services back towards the city.
Oh, that's great. So, but yeah, I mean, do you have any other questions for me? So maybe you can like learn a little bit more about, you know, our intention behind what we do.
I don't have an issue with your intention behind what you guys. I mean, it's
right.
great.
Or our motivations, I guess I should say.
I don't take issue with that. I think you guys just had to understand that there are certain things that you can't necessarily see. There are private things. I mean, we aren't, you know, this isn't a CIA facility. We're not a black site or something.
And I would never intentionally go into a restricted area.
I mean, getting all worked up because you're back there videotaping our cars, you could pretty much stand next to that green car and videotape everything you're going to videotape walking back there. What difference does it make?
Right, exactly.
What gets people concerned is that if somebody's going to start going through our cars or something.
Yeah.
That's why people get...
And it's usually people get a little weird. Like, I could walk in there and walk through that whole building, go to any public office, nobody's going to have a problem with it. But the second they see this camera...
Sure.
You know?
Well, yeah. I get it, and you know, but...
even if I had a pair of those glasses that had a camera...
Right.
They're being recorded, they're not going to have a problem with it. You know? So... All right, well... officer, is it officer, lieutenant, sergeant?
It's officer. It'll always be officer.
Well, sir, they should put you.
What's your name?
Yeah, I'll give that
buddy.
to you. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Absolutely. You guys have a great day.
All right, bud.
All right.
Are you just gonna go walk around in there?
Yeah, go check it out.
All right, just so they don't get spooked out. Are you cool if I just hang out in there?
Yeah, man.
So
Absolutely.
I'm standing there, so they don't freak out and call me back over. Are you cool with that?
There's this line I've wanted to use with police. I haven't.
I already ate. I'm good. Yeah.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm entertained.
There's a line I've actually wanted to use because most police officers come up and say, "Can you help me?"
Sure.
You know, yes, you can. You could help. You know, people like to come up and infringe our First Amendment rights. Could you help come up and help enforce that First Amendment right.
I think that's a two-way street, isn't it?
Huh.
A lot of people complain that their First Amendment rights are infringing, and then they behave in a way, and then they complain that, why are you infringing mine?
Like, how do you mean?
Well, I think that there's people say things and say, oh, they say, oh, the police are racist, and then they say, well, my First Amendment rights are being trampled upon. There isn't two sides, right? There's no middle ground anymore. You're either left or right, right?
Well, see,
So I think our
Yes.
I think our job is a lot harder because of that.
oh, absolutely.
Because I really could care less what you have to say. I just
Right.
have to make sure that you don't endanger someone else or offend someone else, right? I mean,
Well, but offend.
offend is a very loose term, isn't it?
Yes, and
right.
like-
and that's part of that's why it makes our job so much harder.
But offensive language is protected under the First Amendment,
Sure.
and that's Hill versus the city of Houston.
Sure. Unless you're doing it in front of a group of, say, Boy Scouts that are standing here and you're cursing and swearing and causing a huge scene and these little kids are crying because of your behavior, right?
See, that's where it gets hard, though. I'm a
Because if I was a parent, I would be upset that my kid is sitting here crying at your behavior.
yes,
it would offend me.
But
right?
I'm a constitutional purist, which means
Right.
it might be offensive. There's a lot of things that people say about me that I.
But where's the moral line, right? You as a human
morality?
being,
Yes, morality.
right?
Now we're talking about morality. Yes, okay.
what I'm
Morally,
saying?
morally, yes,
I'm
that
not
is
arguing
wrong.
that you don't have a right to say those things.
Yeah.
But at what point do you have to say, hey, listen, maybe my behavior
Absolutely.
is affecting other people in a negative way. And
Absolutely.
I should take accountability for that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with
Right?
that.
That's all I'm
Absolutely,
saying.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but
And
that
so-
is the difference between morality
Right.
and the law.
Right.
So, like,
But
that
the issue
doesn't
is
mean
you
just
understand that, but other people look at it as you're infringing on my First Amendment.
and just
right.
because you can do it doesn't mean you always should do it.
right?
So, you know,
Now, how do we get other people to realize this?
through discourse like this, conversation like
Right.
this, so people know that there are good cops out there that honor their oath to the Constitution and they're open to having a civil discourse about these things: Second Amendment, First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment.
Unfortunately, I think we're two people, and maybe we can make a difference. But
Hey, all it
Let's
takes
see,
is
right?
one to start.
all right,
All right.
let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I checked out Richmond's ordinances earlier today.
Sure.
How are you? Hi.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes.
How you doing?
You want to go check out the police department? I'd love to check out the police department. It's not restricted, is it?
It is not. Nothing. This is just the lobby. So
Yeah.
This is as far as I can let you go.
Yeah, of course. Make sure not to get them on camera.
What? I'm working on being a YouTube sensation.
See, that's another thing, the misinformation on that. People think you have to have permission to be videotaped in public. Now, I personally, like, if it's an older woman, like, I'll at a post office, and there's an older lady that doesn't want to be filmed, I'm going to be courteous enough not to do that. But especially public officials. Like, they have no expectation.
But I mean, you do have to respect. I mean,
It goes back to
she's not a public official. She's just a records clerk.
Well, but
pushing
she does
paperwork.
work for the city, though.
She does, but she doesn't make any decisions or do anything
Right.
other than just.
But the
push
definition
paper.
of public
I
official
get it,
public
I get it.
servant.
I know, but you know what I mean. You can understand how it makes people uncomfortable. That's
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna put
Right,
these.
I would ask.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
it would
put
be-
these folks on
right
on
It
film.
would be
It goes to that
fair
like
enough.
rights versus morality, right?
Right? Exactly.
I do have to say, Officer Fisher, you are making your department look great. So,
Well, I do what I can.
speaking of which, I know that a lot of police departments have complaint forms. Do you guys have a commendation form?
Do we have? We do. Probably have to dig one up. Is that?
Yeah.
Are you wanting a
I would love-
commendation form?
Yes, sir. I would love
All
to
right,
fill
well,
out
why
a
don't you sit
commendation
tight? Let me
form
see
for
if
you,
I
sir.
can- Let me see. It's gotta be here somewhere. Hold on. Let me find one. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go catch some of the artwork in the lobby and
That
that.
would be great. I'll meet you back out.
All right. All right.
All right, brother. Apparently,
There's no
We
such
have
thing?
forms. We have forms for complaints, but commendation. These are your three options.
Okay.
So you can either write a letter to the chief.
Okay.
At the address right there, and that's the chief, or you can send an email, and there's an email address right there.
Beautiful.
For you. But I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate it. And they need to make you a supervisor.
That's on tape now. It's,
Yeah.
it's recorded forever now.
All right, Fisher.
Do you have
Thanks
any
again,
other
sir.
questions or anything,
No,
buddy?
I'm good,
All
man.
right.
I came to get what I wanted, and it was a great interaction.
All
Thank you,
right.
sir.
Well, thank
Have a great
you.
day. Stay
You
safe
too.
out there.
Thanks.
All right, guys. That was quite an interesting experience. In case part of the story ends up getting edited out just for time issues, basically what happened was I was about to do an audit, or I was in the middle of doing an audit for the McHenry. Oop, what happened to my phone? There we go. For the McHenry, Illinois Municipal building. And in the middle of the audit, a lieutenant from the Punta Gorda police called me because I wanted to find out about a civil rights violation that had been committed by their police department. Some photographers were criminally trespassed from City Hall Annex. But so I'm talking to him. I stopped the audit to talk to him, and as I'm on the phone, literally get surrounded by 5 police officers. That's where the tape is gonna cut back on. Wow, that was kind of surreal. And then we ended up having a great conversation with Officer Fisher about the Constitution and what we do as auditors. So I hope he shares that with the rest of the police officers. All right, so I don't know about McHenry Police Department altogether, because that seemed a little excessive to bring 5 or 6 police officers out for a guy with a camera. So I don't know about them, but I'm gonna give Officer Fisher an A+. Y'all call McHenry County, or not McHenry County, but McHenry PD, and make sure you commend that officer. I'll share how you can do it online as well. So, civil unrest news coming at you with another First Amendment audit. Man, engaging in unrest civilly. It's exactly how you do it. Y'all have a great day.